In this video, I'm going to show you how an easier way to edit the article hits number for your Joomla articles. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Thanks for tuning in to Maintenance Monday number 130 here on the Basic Joomla Tutorials YouTube channel. Now, this topic may seem familiar to you because I think it was 2 weeks ago in a Watch Me Work live stream, we saw how to, I think it was Watch Me Work live stream, we saw how to change the article, the hit number for your different articles in Joomla. And we used a couple of different ways to do that. And someone recommended this link, this extension that we're going to look at today, plus the developer of it sent me a link about it as well. So it's an easier way, so I thought I'd do that for our Maintenance Monday today. So let's turn our attention over to the screen here. All right, here we go. Let me just adjust this camera a little bit here. Get the top of my head in there. Yes, sirree. All right, so here we are at the Basic Joomla Tutorials YouTube channel. Head on over. Oh, it disappeared, didn't it? What am I looking for here? Wrong screen. Head on over. I was looking for chat. It's floating around somewhere on my computer here. So if you're saying hi in chat, hello. We'll talk in a second. Head on over to basicjoomla.com/giveaways. Sign up for the newsletter. You'll be automatically entered into a giveaway for prizes from these great Joomla sites and providers here that you will see. All right. Now, first of all, let's log in. Man, I had a great sleep last night, but my brain is still not quite woken up. I didn't even have time to grab cheese before the stream today. Okay, we'll log in the back end. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to richeyweb.com, and I'm just going to paste the link right there in chat for you. That will give me motivation. I may have chose the, oh, there's the chat window right there. Hey, Bredsy asks, is today an earlier live? I don't think so. It's 11 o'clock unless you didn't change your clocks forward yesterday. Or possibly you live somewhere where they don't change the clocks. So it's still 11 o'clock for me, but now it's UTC 1800. We'll talk a bit about that in chat afterwards. All right, so head on over to richeyweb.com and you'll go to this article, System Article Hits. Scroll down to download. Many of you know how to do this, but just in case someone new is here on the channel, we will do this. You will download the plugin to your computer and make sure you pay attention to where you put it. And we will save that there. Next, we're going to go to Extensions, Manage, and Install. And we're going to upload a package from the computer. Oh, see, this is where you remember where you put it. I have to sort by date modified. Hopefully that folder is down at the bottom. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. RICH. Search for folders that have Richey Web in them. Oh, you're killing me. Here it is down here. And we'll double click. Hello, Phil. And now here we go. We installed it. Let's go to Extensions and Plugins. We will look for the most recent one. So by sorting in this column up here, that will show the lowest numbered plugin, and there's the highest. System Article Hits. We could just publish it by clicking that, but we will enable it by looking in here. And here we go. Hello, Imran. And it's installed. So now let's go to an article. Articles. And let's go January 2020 giveaway winner. I need to pick February's. And we can go to publishing. And now we see down here, hits is no longer a field that's grayed out. It's actually something that we can type in. And all you have to do is save. All right, and Phil says it'll also affect the front-end editing form by the looks of the code. Okay, we'll talk a bit about that and what that means. Anyways, why would you ever want to change the hits on your on an article? Let's say you have a 404 page, and every time that there's a 404 error on your site, it gets a hit. It ends up being the most popular page on your website, and you might not want it to be displaying at the very top. Let me put this on the chat. So you might not want it to, when you're sorting by articles by popularity, you don't want your 404 error thing at the top, so go down, change that number. It could help in other sorting things. Also, if you're moving content over from another site and you want to keep how many hits are with that article from that other site, you can always just change the number this way. This is a much easier method than the other live stream, although I like the other live stream methods too because they're kind of elegant in how you go in and have to work in the database. But that certainly is dangerous. And the cool thing about this plugin is that it was created by, let me just find this guy's, I think his last name is Rich. I should have looked this up before. I'll have to find it and put it in the notes. Anyways, his client wanted something that would give employees access to change the hit numbers when working on a site without giving them full access to the database and everything else. So this plugin was paid for, and then it was also, and then he just put it out in the wild and gave it away to people. I'm going to find his name right after. But for those, so keep watching so we can give credit where credit's due. But for those of you that came just for this, I want to thank you for tuning in, for your support of this channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Ring that bell to get notifications, and you'll find out what else is happening here in the channel. So for those of you that are leaving, the rest of us are going to stick around and chat, and I'm going to find this guy's name, and we'll go from there. Yeah. If you're leaving, thanks. Until the next time, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless. Oh man, I'm so totally, hello to everyone who's staying. I'm so totally embarrassed that I did not look. I want to call him Rich, but I think that is wrong. I'm going to find it right here in the comments, though. Let's go to YouTube. Let's go to YouTube. Let's go to YouTube Studio, and we're going to manage comments. Definitely give him a shout out. And look at that. Hello, Hugh. I had 9 hours of sleep last night. More than 9 hours of sleep. Lay around listening to the radio in bed this morning. Got up, and now I'm still super jammed for time. Okay, let's see. Comments I haven't responded to yet. Let's see. Let's scroll down until we find his name. It's loading in. The hamsters are running on my computer. Michael Richey. That's right. Michael Richey is the one that's made this plugin and put it out there. The name of the plugin is, what is the name of the plugin? Let's go back and find it here. System Article Hits. And Imran, here's the link again for you. That's where you can go and you can download it. Phil says the plugin will also affect the front-end editing form by the looks of the code. So, Phil, you're saying that anyone who's editing an article in the front end will be able to change the hits. So, yeah, that's something. I wonder if... it's a nice little plugin that does a little job. And other than the potential for abuse of the actual stats of who is visiting the... how many hits have visited it, it's just a handy little thing. Probably not something you would dump into a setup for ACL or anything like that. Although I suppose if someone paid him to do it, he would do it. Anyways, yeah. So I think it's cool too because it's something that a client paid Michael for, and then he's released, and that's how some of our good plugins start, or some of our good extensions start here on Joomla. Congratulations, by the way, to Phil. Coronavirus has made it to his tiny island. So I know sometimes living on an island, you feel left out. And no, but you guys have not been forgotten. Yes, he's got a lot of extensions. Not your island. I thought. Oh, the other island. Oh, okay. I quickly saw that story that you shared this morning, Phil, and I thought they were talking about that. Oh, and hey, look at that. Chat is not showing up in the right-hand side here. So you know what I'm going to do? Things are going to go black for just a second. I'll be right back. Did you miss me? All right, now we've got chat showing up there. Chat shows up on live replay, but I like people to be able to watch full screen and have the chat down the side without having to have the video minimized and then the chat kind of showing down and other things on the page. So that's why I put it on there, because really nothing exciting is happening on this side of the screen. Trust me, it is. It's not happening. So why not use up that real estate for things? Okay, the other island, Guernsey. Well, Phil, hopefully I'll get to your island soon. Hopefully not. Does everybody out there have enough toilet paper? That's so crazy. Imran, 3 infections found in your country, and that's the newspaper headline. Yeah, there's some pretty good memes going around about it. Yes. All right. So an easier way to do articles. And, yeah. Michael Richey. Thank you for that. And again, I'm sorry for not remembering your name. You have oh yes, that's right. I saw Mary on Facebook say that commented to her husband that people were hoarding toilet paper, so he went out and bought a big case lot of them, or a case of them, or something like that. The crazy thing is, all right, we'll get to some other things here, but I don't know if you saw my Facebook post. It was a little bit tongue in cheek. I wonder. I think that perhaps people are in the mindset of having to make it, if they have to survive on their own, and their mindset goes back to something like the Survivor television show or something along that lines, because people have also been buying a lot of bottled water, and in the event of a pandemic, they don't shut the water off in your city. They don't, so. I think people are just imagining, if I have to be by myself for 2 weeks, what do I need? And they just, I don't know, think very interesting, because there's been pictures of stores that are sold out of toilet paper, but their shelves are full of flu medicine and cough medicine and stuff like that. So anyways, it's interesting as human beings what we get panicky about. So in my Facebook post, I tongue in cheek mentioned that I had missed out on the toilet paper rush, and also people were getting lots of bottled water, but that I had bought jugs of milk and bottles of apple juice, and come home and dumped it and filled it with water, and so then I was prepared. So Imran says, one thing he found strange, no newspaper published much of the information of people who have recovered from coronavirus. Yeah. And Hugh says, no giant tissue stock yet. You did fill your pantry shelves with canned goods in case of quarantine. Yeah, there you go. Get some canned goods. Get some cup of soups. Have some food. We live in an earthquake zone, big earthquake zone here in Victoria, where we've got earthquake faults all over the place. So we're encouraged to have emergency supplies to take care of ourselves for 72 hours should there be a big earthquake. So yeah, it's good. Yeah, I mean, you never know. You should have some food on hand in your house in case you're going to get stuck. If you live somewhere where you get cut off from supplies because of weather, and yeah, so that's a good plan. All right, let me bring up Facebook here. We have not looked at the Facebook extensions area. There we go. And yeah, so for instance, here's the news. We've had our first Canadian death from COVID-19, and it looks like it was in a nursing home nearby. So that's where it's going to be super hard on people. Let's see here. Live streams and Joomla extensions. All right, let's change screens here. We can keep chatting away, but maybe we don't want to talk about the virus too much. Let's have a bit of a refuge from that. There we go. Yeah, 6% of total infections died, mostly age 65 plus, with heart and lung problems. So infants are not affected much. So we still should try to prevent the spread of it so that we can... it's the whole thing, too, about vaccinations. The more people that are vaccinated, there's a herd protection for those people that can't be vaccinated. So for our elderly population and our unhealthy population, that have an underlying medical thing, we should be making the effort to try to protect them till we get something out that they can be vaccinated with. All right, here we go. Jamaica Forms. Have we looked at this one? I don't know. Let's check it out. Joomla 3.9.16 is out tomorrow, so everybody back up your sites. And in anticipation of that, if you use mysites.guru, you probably already have them set up to backup. If you're using the pro version of Akiba Backup, you need that now to do it remotely. But run some audits, get things in place so you can update and join all the other cool kids that are updating tomorrow. Forms. So here's some forms. Let's check out their demo. Contact form, email, and something like that. So if you're looking for a basic form, they are presenting that there. All right. What else? JMG Image Hover. I think that we maybe have seen that before. They're pretty good at sharing on here, promoting their stuff. It's a free one. Oh, I was just super excited because I actually thought this would be great for a site that I'm working on, but it's actually a WordPress site that it's a client that I picked up, and so that's not helpful. Let's check out their demo. I think we may have seen this. Oh yeah, look. Oh, that's nice. Mouse over, text drops down. That is very cool, and you can still click. I like that. That's a free one. Okay. Hey, there's my friend. Let's see. Bugs in advanced Virtuemart invoice. It's a CSS effect. Cool. Let me check a chat up here too, but I didn't miss anything. Okay, 6 p.m. UTC, early. Yes. So when during the winter months, my live stream starts at 1900 UTC. And now, since we changed the clocks, it is now 1800 UTC. And I mentioned that this was the last time that the clocks are going to be changed here in British Columbia and on the West Coast. However, there's some argument now that it's better to stay with the other time change, so the one that you do in the fall, because you get more sunlight in the morning, and that is better for people, especially for teenagers. So we might actually change the clock one more time. Who knows what's happening right now? It's a little bit confusing. I know that the Yukon Territory is not changing their clocks anymore. I think they left it. They did not change yesterday, which means they're probably an hour different from us, which is interesting because they're just above us. They have been in the same time zone, or have they? Anyways, so yeah, that's the change. That's why it's an hour early. And I suppose that if the time does settle still here in British Columbia, maybe I'll make a poll and see what is the best time, because I could always do live streams at noon my time, which would be the later time in Europe, as it works way across, but we can see. Interesting solution, Phil says to that plugin. Phil's 14 miles from the time zone boundary, and you often lose an hour on your cell phone when driving around to the other side of the island and picking up a French cell signal. Yeah, we've got that cell signal thing happening from Washington State. It doesn't change the time zone, but 16 miles across the water to Washington State. If we get in some parts, we do pick up Washington State and start roaming. But the plugin only has 2 lines. It reconfigured the form fields. Cool. That's why he gets paid the big bucks, to be able to do that, and why you get paid the big bucks to be able to see that. Yes, so the other interesting thing too is that if you live in, for instance, I noticed this in Spain, if you live in the western side of a time zone, you get super different daylight than in the eastern side of the time zone. So, for instance, sunrise in Malaga, so just a bit east of Gibraltar, was at 8:30 in the morning, which is like crazy super late. But sunrise, at 8:30 in the morning at the far end of the far side of the time zone, the sun would have been up quite a bit. So that sort of happens to us here on the West Coast. I noticed that on a cruise to Alaska as well, that when we were almost about to cross the time zone, it super changed and played with the light. Okay, let's see here. Next, what will we look at next here? Let me bring up all my windows here. Okay, Google Business Review, we've seen that. Noir Competition has a new version out. Playground for Playground. They've put a demo out for Noir Competition. If you want to check out that, that's a pretty good little contest site. Let's see. This one's a template. Don't post templates in the extension thing. Virtuemart multiple images upload plugin. You have more than one photo image of your products and you want to have a super fast tool to allow you to upload other images related to your main images just in one click. Multiple image. Let's see if they have a demo of that. Yeah, Imran, it's really interesting. And when you think about it, yeah, it's cool. All right, no, that's not what I want. Oh, look at everyone. See what's happening with the plugin problems. Do they have a video backend, demo front end, screenshot? And I got some videos. Oh, I do not want. No, I do not want. But keep making pop-ups. Screenshot. Let's see the screenshots here. You put some images in there. And you put the information next to them. It looks. All right. So if you have Virtuemart and you're looking for a multiple images upload plugin, there you go. I'll share the link with you guys for this thing that we're in as well. All right, Facebook Live Messenger. Live Messenger for your website from Facebook. Oh, that's kind of a cool idea. Features will show a nice Facebook Live Messenger. You can choose different position. And you can... Do they have a demo of this? See the demo. And you can continue. I guess you log in and excuse me. And then people can message you right from your website. That's pretty cool. Good way to be available if you don't mind that happening lots on your Facebook. I contact, I've got family and friends on Facebook. I enjoy that, but I also do accept friend requests heavily on my Facebook because I'm monetizing it as well. And of course, you know that if you are getting a lot of stuff from people that you're just not interested in, or it's annoying, or it's like one of my relatives, a lot of dead animal pictures about animal cruelty and how to stop it. And instead of unfriending them, you can just unfollow them. So you won't see their posts, but they won't see that you are really not watching their stuff. And that way you can avoid hurting friends and family. My sister-in-law unfriended me a few months ago, I noticed, and I thought, oh, that's too bad. I mean, there's been issues there anyways, and we just found out that she filed for divorce for my brother-in-law. So there's probably a proper use of unfriending. But otherwise, just unfollow people. It cuts down on the drama. Okay, what are we looking at here? Sample data plugin for Noir Competition. Imran says, for Facebook Messenger, you do not need any extension. Copy code from Facebook and put it in the inside body tag before any other element. Good to know. But for people that don't want to find the code and all that, there's extensions for that. Of course, that costs $15. But we won't begrudge them doing something, make it easier, make a little bit of money. We all got to eat. Sample data plugin for, okay, so Noir Competition, you can now put sample data in. Red Shop 3, a shopping component, has a new major release. And you use that method. Excellent. All right, so for those who use Red Shop, you probably already know that. Laura Brown. Hello, Laura. She's probably watching a replay of this. So there's something which automatically adds meta tags for articles in the site overall. Joomla still shows home in your web browser, though you've set up meta tags for the site. But beyond that, you'd like to have something to show for any post turning up in Google search. Freebie, because I am the client, my sites don't make money. So there's a suggestion there. Easy Frontend SEO by Victor Vogel. The other thing, too, is, Laura, check out Photograph. Let's look for that right now. PHOCA graph. I think it's Photograph. Let's see. It's from Foca. Let's go see here. Maybe it's Foca OG. Foca Open Graph. There we go. If you're not going to manually do anything with your SEO, and of course here on the channel we really like Hoda Meta because it uses custom fields it allows you to put in your SEO information with in the core. So if some of these other extensions, if they go away, suddenly all the hard work you put into them is gone. But if you set it up for custom fields with Hoda Meta, your stuff will remain in the custom fields, and it's just a matter of that plugin being maintained by someone. And someone else could maintain it, I'm sure. But of course, John Mulholt maintains it, so it's all good there. Anyways, Foca Open Graph is a neat little plugin because it will take a look at your articles and images, and it will add things like your Open Graph image. It will suggest things, and it works really well. I've used it on a bunch of my sites, especially my big cybersalt.org site. It's got 15 or 16,000 pages. I was able to start to make that look a lot better for Open Graph stuff by using Foca Open Graph Content plugin. So just go to here we got extensions.joomla.org, extensions Foca Open Graph, but search for Foca Open Graph and you will find that. That's a good one. All right, let's go back here. One-page checkout for Virtuemart. Always nice to be able to check out and buy things in one page. Advanced Virtuemart invoices. Imran says Joomla should add Open Graph as a core component of the CMS. It's a must for nowadays. Phil's Indian food is there. Great. I'm interpreting that for Phil, because most people reading a text that says Indian here might not necessarily be the most easily understood thing. Yeah, Imran, Facebook Pixel. You know, the struggle and the debate that happens around Joomla is, I guess any software is, how much do you make that is core, and how much do you make that is easy to have things that can be added? So, for instance, someone has suggested that it would be great if Joomla had its own commercial component, like its own shopping cart or some way for receiving payments, if that was core to Joomla. As much as that would probably be convenient, a couple of thoughts. One, that needs to be maintained. So if things ever change, somebody has to change that. And since we're a volunteer community, a community of volunteers, the more stuff that's in Joomla, the more stuff that needs to be maintained. So there's an argument for keeping things simple and letting people get plugins and extensions. Now, of course, the flip side is that people come along and want something with all the things that are there. They don't want to go looking for extensions or finding things or learning things. It would be nice for them to have there. Now, in the case of what you're saying, for instance, about Facebook Pixel, yes, something as key as that's as core as that might be even as simple as that, a simple thing, it might be good to have it in there. Adding fields for putting in stuff for open graph stuff, yes, although Open Graph often changes as well. So, for instance, if you're using a drop down for the, say, the movie type, or a book type, or a website type, or something like that, or video, if they add more in the future, that needs to be changed and added. And again, it's a lot of maintenance. Whereas, I guess if somebody else has that as well in their drop down, you can in their extension, they have to change it as well. So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to consider and to ponder, because there's pros and cons on both sides. All right, advanced Virtuemart invoices brings not only shoppers but also admins to the last target of business, the widest range of variables. Let's take a look and see what they have here. Yeah, and I knew that you meant must. Advanced invoice. Let's see some screenshots. Order editing. Yeah. Going kind of through, showing all the different things that you can do here. Yeah, there you go. So when you get into your big, yeah, Open Graph seems like a parallel of Meta for search engine. And so the great thing is about Hoda Meta is that when you set that John Moholt, who developed Hoda Meta, you can now easily make your meta description be your Open Graph description through the tags and the setups that he has. You have a great day. Thanks for tuning in today. So whatever you put into your description or your keywords or different things, you can have it automatically populated as well for your Open Graph. So you don't have to put a descriptive paragraph in for meta description and then copy it and paste it into an Open Graph area. So that's kind of nice too, to get rid of that duplication. All right, so you can get advanced. Oh, and some nice stats. I love graphs. Gotta love graphs. So advanced or extended invoicing. Wow. Template general view. Lots of stuff happening there. All right. Facebook Messenger Live. We've seen that already. There's a template being shown, right? Yep. Did you know exposure displays your Joomla articles filtered by categories and tags? I think we looked at this one as well. Let's go to the demo. Whoops. Yeah, that's never a good thing. Displays your native Joomla articles filtered by categories and tags, including selected custom fields as grid, slideshow, or list view with full UI kit. Oh, we did see this because this works with UI kit. Right, we looked at that previous week. Okay, it looks like we're back into everything that's pretty much repeated here. Then Johan asked about knowing extension or solution define a default intro and default full image article if the article has no image defined. So someone suggested an override. And then there's some communication there about Syed was possibly could program something for him, so that's good. All right, another template one page checkout. Looks like, all right, so it looks like it's getting into the repeat of things here. Yours Facebook Pixel and WordPress for Joomla and WordPress that's EU GDPR compliant. Speaking of Facebook Pixels, yes. That's the other thing, too, about some of the things that get changed, or extensions, and that you might have as core on a site, is it's got to, with all the different privacy things going on, it's all got to be compliant and be kept up on that. So, for instance, not only is there GDPR for European Union, California now has its own privacy thing, and I think they're probably pretty close. I've not looked at them, because I don't have any sites that I build in Europe or in California. But yeah, so that's always evolving, and so someone we need dedicated volunteers to handle that. So the other discussion that takes place is full screen camera, not that one. I want chat on the right. The thought just left my brain. Is what kind of users is Joomla targeting? So if we're looking for people that are just starting out learning web pages and making their own web pages, then they can find it very overwhelming. For instance, if you create a new article, see all those tabs and all those options. If you're the type of person that's not inquisitive or excited about learning things, but you're just trying to get it done, you might look and say, oh, look at all these things. This is, wow. Your brain starts to shut down because it doesn't like confusion. Whereas, when I first found Mambo, which of course now is Joomla, I thought, look at that. I can set a date for this article to publish or unpublish. That's really cool. I looked through at all the things that I could do. But not everybody's like that. So if we're trying to get a lot of new web people having a ton of stuff in there that they don't know about, and that it can be overwhelming for them. But then again, they need basic things as well. So they need, for instance, I helped someone with their Joomla site, just someone in forum, and they don't have any privacy notices, and they were at the time in the EU. Now they're in Great Britain. So so I might, having things built in, and of course there's the privacy stuff built into Joomla as well. So no, Imran, Phil was not using the word Indian for you. Phil orders Indian food when he's watching the live stream, so that's why he said that, and that's why I explained it to Indian here. I got to stay with Phil for 3 days on the way back from Spain, and one of the things that Phil does not do is cook. We did cook one night because we went to Marks and Spencer's and got some ice cream and some cookies, and went home and ate them. So that is why. But no, Phil was referring to his Indian food when he said Indian here, and he said it that way because he knows that I know that he orders food and then he watches the live stream while he's eating it. So The reference to Indian was not a reference to anybody from the country of India or anybody who's a First Nation here anywhere where Indians are referred that way. So no, he wasn't. I knew that he was talking about his fast food that he had delivered. Yeah. All right. Well, what else is going on? Yes. Well, and I knew that you're from Bangladesh. I knew that you were from Bangladesh. So that's not even Indian, anyways. But no. And Phil's not redneck either. So he's red-haired, but he's not redneck. So he would not be bothered. He's not bothered by people being from anywhere. Although apparently he is bothered by people being from Guernsey, sorry, which is a little island next to him. He does not want to be. His island does not want to be mistaken for Guernsey. All right, what else is happening? What projects are you guys working on? What's new? Anything going on? Got any issues that you've been working on that we can help out with? Otherwise, that may be everything for this live stream. Well, wait a couple minutes here. See if you come up with something. I am interested to see if Joomla and Beyond happens this year. It's scheduled for Portugal at the end of May. Here we are in March. April, May, so it'll be interesting to see because there's a lot of things that are getting shut down right now. Relentlessly Awesome is having barbecue ribs. Relentlessly Awesome. Is this your first time on a live stream? Let me just see here. Go to channel. Oh, there we go. Yes, you've been on here before. Yeah, it's Eric. Yes, okay. I went and I looked at your YouTube name, and then I said, wait a second. Yes, Eric. Did you change your name? Did you change your channel name, or are you just on with a different channel? That's why I didn't recognize it. Oh, you're just using a different account. Okay. I thought for sure that I would remember someone on there named Relentlessly Awesome. Yes. How's it going? Oh, you're using your phone that's set for that account. Oh, that's cool. No worries. Up to 1,689 subscribers here on this channel. So I'm enjoying that. I really need to pick a winner soon for February's giveaway. And I do not know what's going to happen for Wednesday's live stream. I do have someone I've been talking to, and maybe try to... yes, it is Monday. Try to line something up for Wednesday, so we shall see. But otherwise, I think that's everything. I think that's everything that we've got for today. Oh, hey, let's talk too about the Slack channel. Let me fire that up here too. Because we did start a Slack group for the basic Joomla community. That's what we're calling it. And I'm going to just go here and find subscribers. Let's see. Not much has been happening on here, but that's all right. Yes, Mary, you're in here. You're already in there. Now I go here. And I go to invite people, and I go and I There you go. Ivor says, if I tested the new form builder for... that just got popped up here. Okay, just a sec. Focus, Tim, focus. Send invitations. Come on, there's got to be somewhere where I can get the URL, right? Oh, come on. All right, we'll figure this out here. In fact, here, I'll just go here. You guys can figure it out with me. It's going to be... There we go. Okay. I'm here. I'm right-click. No. Down here, invite people. Add many at once. Add from Google Directory. New members will automatically join. Send invitations. There was an invitation link, was there not? Add many at once. No. Back. Oh, come on now. See past invites. Maybe this will give us the... oh, there goes. Search. Invite. Invite people. No, even logged into the web page. Okay, let's try this here. Oh, brain power. Yeah, you got the invitation link, but you think you got it from the live feed. Yes, I did, because I pasted it in there. That's what I'm looking for, trying to find where I can find that link. Maybe it is up here. Maybe it is not. Maybe it is here. Invite people. Unless it changed. Well, here, let's try this anyways. Let's go to the actual page for it. And let's try at this general add people. No. Maybe if you go to the page, you'll see a place where you can ask to join. But no, that's not it. If I go to my profile, no. Oh, this is so crazy. Yeah, use the app. Yeah, because I'm on the screen. Well, I did. There's the app there. Invite people. No. Well, somewhere. Yeah, I've got. Yeah, this is the app running on here. I just want to find the link. Just want to find the link that will get me to share here. Obviously, I'm going to have to, when I find this, I'm going to have to save it here. Invite people. No, isn't that crazy? All right, well, if you want to be added, just let me know. And we'll try this. Administration, manage members, workplace. Maybe there's about... No. Profile account administration. I wonder if it's managed members. No secret who's a member here. That's, yeah, maybe maybe that's gone. I'll find it. There, let's just search here. Slack invitation link. Slack group invitation link. Yeah, well, but the last time I just posted a link and anybody could click on it and they could join. So yeah, I can invite people that way, Ivor. All right, from your desktop, click your workspace name in the top left, select invite people to workspace name from the menu, then click members, click get an invite link to share. That's what I was doing. The new channel will include all members of the add people to a channel. Invite members using link. Someone asking in Reddit. Oh, there you go. Is the invite by link option no longer available? This will be the answer. You may be confusing Slack with Discord. It was never possible to invite new users to Slack via link. Yes, it was. Some people are so unhelpful in forums. One paid and one free is possible. Go to manage members, invite people, green button, get an invite link to share. Manage members. Invite people. This seems to be gone all of a sudden because there is no link. So we were looking in the right place. I'll dig it up from the old chat and then I will save it and I'll make sure that it still works. If you want to be added, just put your email address here in chat right now. Of course, this will only work live. If you're watching the replay, put it in the, you maybe don't want to put your email address in the comment. Just email me. tim@basicjoomla.com. That's crazy because we did that just recently a few weeks ago. So, oh, look at that. Womp womp. Scroll to the bottom and it says share invite link. There we go. And we copy. Isn't that crazy? That's why it's good to have a dumb guy. You should watch. You should have dumb people. Oh, and the link is in the app. Oh, and that's why you were saying it's much easier. The only thing is to actually get it off of the app on my phone, and then copy it and paste it here on the live stream would be a little bit awkward. And my phone is upstairs too because I didn't want it interrupting. So, yeah, it's funny. But the other thing too is that Glip is something that the Joomla volunteers and executive, and it's the official communication platform for Joomla teams and that. And it was, Glip is now Ring Central. But man, this is super hard to get added. Get added to those groups in Glip. Finding the right person. Maybe it's just the particular setup or whatever. But anyways, if you want to, yes. So Breadsy, that's, yeah. So sometimes things are easier in an app. Sometimes things are easier on the website for something. But anyways, there we go. Now we know how to find it. Now I know how to find it. And it's interesting because that link expires in 17 days. I won't deactivate it now, but apparently I need to deactivate it in order to make it a super longer one, longer lasting one. All right. Well, all right. I think that's it. I'm going to go and comb my hair. Going to get some breakfast. I'm going to catch up on some work. I did already lounge around in bed and catch up on my reading emails and Facebook and Messenger and what else. And I think today, we're recording another Joomcast episode. We tried to record one last week, but the timing didn't work out with our guests. And there's some confusion setting it up from between the three of us. Me, Chayton, and the guest. But I think there's 4 that are lined up, so we'll have to do Joomcast soon. So remember, tomorrow, Joomla 3.9.16 coming out, so get your sites all backed up. And, yeah. Everybody, thank you so much for... Oh, this is another time for... Remember, I don't have an outro. So, you know the drill right now, so things don't get cut off. It's going to say... Live stream will continue in a moment, but it's not going to. It's going to end in a little while. Everybody, thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for your support of this channel, and thanks for being part of my day. Have a good evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is where you are. And until the next time, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless.